What's up, everybody? I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I want to thank you, as always, for stopping by the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. I hope you like what you hear. We're going to be talking about a fun comedy today called Booksmart. It's the directorial debut of Olivia Wilde. It stars Caitlin Dever and Beanie Feldstein. The story follows two high school friends that have spent the last 4 years relentlessly hitting the books, while others were going to parties and seemingly working much less than they were, and realizing that they could have potentially missed out on some of the fun that their peers have been having over the last 4 years. The two of them tried to catch up on all of it by having one wild and memorable night of partying on the eve of their graduation. No, I'm not going to lie to you. From what the trailer showed me of this one, it appeared to be another rather formulaic high school comedy with some strong emotional undertones to it. It did look like it had some potential, though, because the trailers made me laugh, and despite being many years out of high school, I was actually interested in what this cast could deliver, and much more so, what Olivia Wilde could pull off from behind the camera. And I think, much to my delight, this film delivered much more than a simple teenage story of growth into the adult world. It was a heartwarming coming-of-age story, but it also just blended in a charming sense of humor with everything, with some sincere emotional arcs and a great musical score that routinely was able to pump a lot of energy into the atmosphere of the narrative. On top of all that, it was a successful female buddy comedy that I thought thrived from the performances of Dever and Feldstein. The script was extremely well written, but it was the delivery of the material and the chemistry between these actresses that I thought created genuine characters I felt were just impossible not to connect with. They captured that pure friendship with ease, and it resulted in some effective laughs that had me thinking back to my high school days. I was able to just really see myself inside of these characters within a few minutes of their screen time. Their routine and going to school was much different than my best friend and what we had. The music may have been different as well, but the dynamic we had was very much our own, like it was for these two girls, and it had me completely invested in just the authenticity of everything. The script weaves solid arcs for both characters individually, but it also showed a strong focus on the growth of their friendship overall, which is just what really had me completely engaged in where this story was going to take not only them, but their friendship. I mean, this film honestly does have a collection of scenes that felt very familiar to a lot of other movies in the genre, yet I have to say, with Dever and Feldstein creating such extremely likable characters, it was still very much intriguing to see them progress through these scenes regardless. I think the writing was really able to just hit all the emotional beats with near perfect timing. When it needed to be light and comical, I thought the situations and the dialogue delivered, and when it needed to be serious and more dramatic, the turn felt very natural and smooth as the story arcs and the various character and relationship dynamics took over, and everything complemented each other very well. I thought I was also able to feel very comfortable and capable in a realistically crass high school setting without ever losing its sincerity. There certainly are some crude situations and some jokes that earn this movie its R rating. However, they never felt placed in to simply be raunchy for raunchy's sake. I mean, things are going to get vulgar in stories centering around teenagers, because at that age we often were. I mean, unless I went to the wrong high school, sex, parties, drugs, and alcohol are all things that many teenagers are exposed to, and this story really captured those elements with a realistic approach that kept it from just simply feeling like shock value humor. It really complemented that comedic tone by exploring other social elements that teenagers must go through, which gave everything much more heart. I think Olivia Wilde's direction was skillful in her debut. It's clear to me that she understood the tone and the intention of this story. I thought she did a great job of maneuvering the characters to capture the right emotion and level of intensity during many different scenes. I really thought she let the performances shine by just holding the frame of the shot for longer periods during the more emotionally driven scenes, and then as the night progresses and the level of craziness elevates, I think Wilde really infused it with a vibrant and crisp artistic style. And overall, what she did was subtle, but she accomplished things behind the lens that just blended smoothly with the tone of the story. When the narrative was calm, camera techniques felt much more simplistic, and then as drugs and alcohol and action makes its way into the story, I thought Wilde was really able to switch up the techniques and the angles to just show a skillful eye in creating her vision for this story. Another strong positive for me with this one was the supporting cast. I thought there were a variety of side characters throughout the storyline to just continually keep things feeling fresh in terms of personality types and angles of humor. Jason Sudeikis, Lisa Kudrow, and Will Forte all provide some charm in small doses, with a collection of younger characters as well, like Skylar Gisondo, Billy Lord, and Noah Gavin, all bringing some life to some otherwise routine character types that I thought were all able at different times to provide some laughs. Everything in this movie, to me, just felt right. Nothing really took over the focus of being on these two friends, and all the other elements felt like just perfect side dishes to everything. It's very heartwarming without feeling sappy, and it's because nothing just felt overly forced. So overall, I really enjoyed this movie, and I'm surprisingly enough going to have to give Booksmart 90% on the entertainment meter. Drawbacks in this movie would be minor. Like I said, I haven't been to high school in a long time, so I couldn't tell you how realistic or unrealistic some of the character types in this movie were, but for the needs of the story, I thought they all worked for providing a variety of different personalities. I mean, the movie does follow some genre tropes. The progression of the plotline is one that you can sort of forecast, and some of the humor does not hit with the intended impact, but I don't think any comedy is going to go out there and deliver a perfect string of laughs. So in this instance, I think much more of the humor worked than what didn't. So when all of that was paired with the more dramatic elements of the story, the result was honestly just an endearing coming-of-age movie with two lead characters that felt very genuine and down-to-earth that can make this genre film appeal to a mass audience. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. I would love to hear from you all. Here are some links to some recent reviews just in case you missed them. The link to my official website, all my social media and merchandise store links are going to be down in the description below. And in the event, me talking to you guys about movies every couple days is not enough Anthony in your life, I now have a second YouTube channel with a growing collection of non-movie related content for you guys to check out, and I'll see you guys next time.